I'll tell you who is the Grim Reaper. It is the human who decides never to look for God. No judgment here. It is what it is. But 8 of you would not be here, sitting in the chairs. Congratulations, family, for you know what this is all about. And so for the beginner, we say this, that you can move aside the karma. This is the new gift in this energy, and move into a human being who chooses their own destiny. And then the next question, of course, is what do I do next? The hardest thing of all. Hardest thing of all. Patience. Humans don't do that well. Patience, for the system must work. We have told you this before. If you are new and you are just beginning to understand and hear this message, the first thing you're going to want to do is go and climb the steps. You're going to want to do something, because the old paradigm has you doing something physical in order to manifest something spiritual. It's been in your history. It's part of your mythology. That's not the way it works. And we say to you, we know who you are. We know what you're attempting to do. So here we are. Every truth is unique, and your truth may be to start a ball rolling that is going to get you from point A to point B. You're starting to see your life lesson. You're starting to awake. And I'll tell you, new one who is just awakening, old soul who is just awakening to this new information. There may be work to do that you are unaware of. You purchased the ticket for the train and you expect the train to show up. Well, I'll tell you, the tracks aren't even built yet. Don't despair, for you've started the process. And so with patience, you leave this and you start studying and learning what it is inside of you that is different than what you thought. And the best place to start is to look at the masters of the planet. For the masters of the planet are what you are to emulate, because that is the new tool of this age. Mastery. The voiding of karma, the passing of a lifetime while staying in your own body, which we call ascension, is your gift. The tools for it lay upon the grid. The tools for it lay within the crystalline. The memory of the planet is actually shifting to accommodate masters who have your name. There are many who are awakening, many who are doing things right now that only the masters of old can do, and they've done it for themselves, and it's commonplace. And by the way, it's what they teach here. Think about that. Think about that. And so we say to you, masters, emulate and take a look at those masters who walked this planet. What did they have that you don't have? The first thing I'll tell you is nothing. All were human beings, all human beings. They were not super creatures. They were never born different than you were. The one who said he was the Son of God was very clear. He said, I am the Son of God, and so are you. Very clear. His message was in manifestation. His message was to help you to understand the magnificence that he had inside him, that he could show you was also yours. It didn't sit well with his culture and his age, and the conquerors killed him. I want to tell you that what he showed you is what you can do. What he showed you, you can do. You can change matter. You can rewind a clock in your DNA. You can create healing that is beyond what you thought you could ever do, and it comes right from the higher self inside you. The energy of the masters are with you. And the only reason they were here was as examples, so you could see it and do it today. There are those who say that the masters are going to return to the planet someday. They look to the skies and they say, it's coming, we know it's coming. And they pin all of their hopes and their desires, and they sing songs. And they hold services. And they beg them to come back. Please come back and save us. And here's what I'm going to tell you. These who do that do not understand and do not see the truth of what has occurred. The masters have all returned. And they sit upon this place. Wherever you are, they are. They are part of the structure of the new magnetic grid. They are here in spirit, not in body. They are here to invade you, if you wish to, in a way that will create healing and manifestation and solutions in your body. I use the word invade on purpose, for that's what it's going to feel like. For fear will leave when the invasion of truth appears. Darkness will run from the light when you decide to open the door and let it in. That's the way God uses men and women on this planet. So if you're new and you're looking at this, I am telling you that the Master showed you what is now possible. The harmonic convergence is what allowed this to be your choice as a human being. There are backup systems you may not even be aware of. Let me discuss these. This is for those who are just awakening, who need to hear this, who want to hear this, who would like some information beyond the veil. The crystalline grid of this earth is the memory of the planet. It is part of what you would call Gaia. The crystalline grid of this planet, which is now the active grid, is the one you're writing upon. It is the slate that you write energy on as you move forward. It is absorbing everything you do as you walk from one place to another. The crystalline grid knows you've walked there. If you made impressions in the dirt knows who you are, Master. It knows about your footprints and says, there goes a Master. Any human being who's looking into themselves for awakening on this planet, everywhere they walk, they are known. Light emanates from your intent. And this flies in the face of your three-dimensional aspects of reality. For you think you have to build a building in order to go inside it. You don't understand that as soon as you give intent to build it in an interdimensional way, it's built and you're living in it and it's gorgeous. But you still want to get the hammers and the nails, don't you? Instead of just being. Stop the doing and just be. I will tell you something. We have told only a few. Oh, it's indeed been transcribed before, but here it is again. There is a backup system to the crystalline grid of this planet. There is a memory system. The crystalline grid will never be disturbed. And yet there are systems that could be applied to the earth by humans and mankind that could disturb it in a way that would... Careful, my partner, get this right. In a way that would void the integrity of the whole. Break the chain. Too much electromagnetism placed upon the earth in an obscure way that you have not yet even tried yet would damage it. And so there's a backup system. So even if it is damaged and the crystalline literally is destroyed or removed, there's a backup system. And it's alive. And some of you need to know what it is. It'll always be with you. And that is the whales of this planet. You love dolphins, don't you? Ask a biologist. They're whales. So when we speak of whales, we mean all of them. The dolphins and the whales have the magic. What other mammal on this planet is protected by over 80% of the countries on Earth by treaty? Some of them without even having oceans. None. For intuitively, the human race knows that these are creatures that are majestic and must remain on the planet intact. There's a backup system. And that's why when you look into the eyes of these creatures, you see eternity. Very special. Now you know the secret of why you feel about them the way you do. Much is